Our heart. It's the key organ in our circulatory system. A healthy heart supplies oxygen and nutrient-rich blood throughout our bodies to sustain life. It's important to care for our heart through proper diet and exercise. But how do we care for our heart emotionally? There is a saying that suggests the need for us to guard our heart. The reason we guard something is because it is worth protecting. That is why we lock the door to our homes, or why we take our money to a bank for safekeeping, instead of putting it in our sock drawer. But how do we guard and protect our heart? It certainly doesn't mean putting up a wall around it, as that just keeps everyone out. But consider the analogy of putting up a screen around it. The purpose of a screen on a door or window is to keep the bugs out, allowing the fresh air in. A screen door around our heart lets in what's good and keeps out what is negative. Carl is in 8th grade. He has people in his outer circle that he would consider to be his acquaintances, his bus driver, some of his peers that are on his track team, and his neighbors. Carl has a lot of buddies. They have fun spending time together, playing video games, shooting pool, and eating snacks. His buddies have more influence on him than his acquaintances, yet when they are together, they don't talk deep about their lives. Then there are the people in Carl's inner circle, his change relationships. Carl has allowed these people close to his heart. Therefore, they have the greatest influence on him. There are 3 people in Carl's life that he has allowed into his inner circle. One of these people happens to be his granddad. His granddad thinks the world of Carl, and Carl knows he can go to him for encouragement and support anytime. Another is his friend Blake, whom he has known since grade 2. They do everything together. There is a bond of trust between them, and therefore, they feel comfortable talking to each other about anything and everything. Then there is Logan. Logan just moved to Carl's school a few months ago, and he was the one that asked if he could come over to Carl's house. Not wanting to seem unfriendly, Carl has had him over a few times, and he is beginning to recognize that after spending time with Logan, he doesn't feel as confident about himself and doubts his abilities. Carl enjoys being on the track team, but Logan says he sucks. Carl loves his family, but Logan says they are too strict. Logan is constantly talking negatively about his best friend Blake. This is where Carl can use his power of choice. He doesn't need to tell Logan that he is no longer going to be his friend, but he can simply change his amount of influence. Instead of having Logan come over to his house on his own, he can be included along with his buddies as they play video games or watch football, limiting the amount of influence Logan has, putting some separation between his heart. What about you? Do you have anyone in your life that you've let close to your heart that has had a negative influence? Do you presently have balcony or basement relationships in your inner change circle? Your heart is worth protecting. Be aware of who you let close to your heart and how they are influencing you as a way of guarding it. You have the power to surround yourself with positive people that lift you up and encourage you to feel, think, and act like a hero. And so, on the count of 3, let's declare it together. 1, 2, 3. I have gifts and abilities and a desire to succeed.